Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Today I've got for you a 60 card Spellcaster pile deck right here, and the deck consists of 3 different archetypes. We've got the Spellbooks, also Witchcrafters, and also Endymion, all of which work really well with a bunch of spell cards. That is why we play so many spell cards in here. Now the deck has 2 main goals. One is to set up a bunch of interruptions using the Link monsters, also using the Endymion and Witchcrafter cards in the main deck, and the other one is to cycle through the deck extremely quickly by just drawing a whole bunch of cards. And the main card for the deck is gonna be the Spellbook of Judgment. Now this card has 2 amazing effects. One is that you get to add spellbook spells equal to the number of spells you activated after this card's activation, and the other one is that you get to special summon a spellcaster monster from the deck with less than or equal to the number of spell cards you added from deck to hand. So that's just a really good effect for us because we play a bunch of spellcasters, and that is how we get access to our Witchcrafter pace. And having that many spell cards in your hand enables your Witchcrafter effects. It also makes them harder to deal with, for example with the Madame Ver here. Also the Endymion cards are really good because we just played 30 plus spell cards, just ridiculous. Now as of the spellbook cards, we play a playset of the Magician of Prophecy, we play 3 copies of the Secret, 2 copies of the Knowledge, 1 copy of the Master, and also we play a playset of the Spellbook of Judgment, of course, with 1 copy of the Spellbook of Fate, which is very rarely gonna come up, but it's sometimes kind of usable. Now as of the Witchcrafter cards, we play 1 copy of Golem Maruru, 2 copies of Madame Ver, 1 copy of the Heni, with 2 copies of the Genie and 2 copies of the Shemitah. And as of the spell cards, the only Witchcrafter spell that I play is the Creation, because it allows you to just add 1 Witchcrafter monster from deck to hand. You could play more Witchcrafter spell cards if you decide to do so, but I wouldn't suggest you do that because in a 60 card build it is actually really hard to set up plays for only one of the 3 archetypes. Now as of the Pendulum monsters, I played 2 copies of Magister, 3 copies of Servant, 2 copies of the Mythical Beast Jackal King, 1 copy of Astrograph with 3 copies of Endymion, 1 copy of Reflection, 1 copy of Cerberus, and a playset of the Spell Power Mastery here. And as of my last engine in the deck, I play a playset of Magician Souls, 2 copies of Illusion of Chaos, and 3 copies of Preparation of Right. Magician Souls is just really good because it allows you to discard the spell cards that you don't need and draw other ones, which just allows you to cycle through the deck more. But yeah, the rest is just draw power and consistency boosters, also a bunch of staples. The Trust is really good in the deck because it allows you to search out any of the 3 add to hand cards for the archetypes, which is really important for me. And Triple Tact is Talent, Pot of Prosperity, and 1 for all, and just really good cards in general. Now also don't play any hand shot because there's just no space for that, unfortunately. Out of the extra deck, it is just generically good Link monsters, keep that in mind. You can play whatever you want here. I just chose to play these because these are the best for the archetypes specifically. But that's pretty much it. There's no point in explaining further in the deck profile. Instead, I'm gonna show you what the deck can do in the live games. Okay, now let me start off by activating my Pot of Prosperity, and I'm gonna dig deep because I need to get the Servant of Endymion here, and I'm gonna get rid of basically every single level 1 monster. Also get rid of both of these, and the second Celine I guess is not necessary. And please give me the Servant of Endymion, please. Let me get that Royal Rare Spell Power Mastery, and the rest can go into whatever order they want, doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna be activating the effect of my Spell Power Mastery as my first play, searching out a copy of the beautiful Servant of Endymion. And actually I should have went firstly for the normal summon a Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Now I lost 1 effect off of the Spellbook of Judgment, but that's fine. Let's go Spellbook of Judgment, and I'm gonna be activating the effect of the Spellbook of Judgmento, and now I'm gonna be activating a bunch of spell cards afterwards. I should have said firstly the Servant. Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude, it's fine. Okay, let's go Preparation. Sure. I'm gonna search out a copy of the Illusion of Chaos. Now I'm gonna go Illusion of Chaos, and I'm gonna be adding a copy of the Magician Souls here, which is nice. Also return the Heni to the deck because I want it in the deck. Then I'm gonna go activate Magician Souls effect, pass someone to the field, and then I'm gonna be using 2 of my monsters grow into the Crowley, which is really nice. And now I'm gonna be using the effect of Crowley as well here, which is really good. Let's do that. And now I'm gonna be searching out a copy of Spellbook of Secrets, or Spellbook of the Master, or Spellbook of Fate, which is the worst possible case scenario. Okay, adding the Spellbook of Secrets, that's really good. That's actually really nice. Now I'm gonna be adding also a copy of the, where is it, the Spellbook of the Master, which is really important. Okay, I'm gonna activate now the Spellbook of Master as well, and I'm gonna be revealing the Spellbook of Knowledge, and also I'm gonna be revealing the Spellbook of Secrets, and I'm gonna be searching out a copy of another card, and I'm gonna go for Spellbook of Fate because why not? It's the only other target. Now I'm gonna go activate the effect of the Servant of Endymion, pass 7 from my deck, also add any copy of I guess Jackal. It seems like a nice option. Boom. Also gonna be using both of them to go into some plays, of course. So now I am gonna be let's see, he has something. What do you have? Oh no, come on, that's so nasty, dude. Well, that's why we go for Jackal, dude. Not gonna Nibiru me, dude. Not gonna happen. Oh, that's so cool, dude. It feels so good, man. Feels so good to negate him like that. Okay, now I get to play the game even more. Okay, so now it's time to game here, and I want to go for Electromite, but unfortunately it's not gonna be that good. So let's go for Celine using these two, and I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a mediocre type of board, not gonna go for some crazy stuff. And now I'm gonna be activating the effect of the Celine, and then I'm gonna be able to just link two of my monsters off into the Appaloosa, which is kind of good, you know. It's two monster negates, also a third monster negate off of the effect of the Mythical Beast Jakao. And I'm gonna set to the field the Spellbook of Fate, not gonna use the effect because that's an additional interruption. And in the end phase, Spellbook of Judgment, search out 3 spell cards because I just cannot go for more than 3. And I am then gonna go activate the effect to special summon to the field a copy of my Genie, which I can use the effect of during my opponent's turn. One more effect and I would have been able to go for Shimieta instead of going for Genie, by the way, which would have been a tiny bit better, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Going for Fenrir, well, you know what? I will actually get rid of your monster, good sir, right here. Let's just take a look. Do I have 3 spells? Yeah, I do. Let's activate the effect of the Spellbook of Fate, and I'm gonna get rid of his Fenrir immediately by banishing 3 of them, which is a cool removal. Yeah, Spellbook of Fate is actually a really cool removal. Bye-bye! And then I'm gonna be also activating the effect of my Witchcrafter Genie, pitching 1 spell card, and that is gonna be, I guess, the Spellbook of Knowledge, and special summon from my deck a copy of a Spellcaster, and he revealed Maxi. Okay, sure. Well, you know what? You're not gonna resolve Maxi, dude. I'm not gonna give you the ability to draw any cards here. You are mine. You're not gonna be able to do anything. And now I get to special summon from my deck a copy of the Genie, which is a cool popping effect if he decides to beat over my Appaloosa. Activating the Sword Soul Emergence. Yeah, sure, dude, that doesn't really matter, but okay. Searching out a copy of Moya. That is fine with me. Gaining more counters right here. Normal summoning Moya, and he's gonna be activating the effect, and I am gonna be changing the effect of my Appaloosa, not go for Mythical Beast Jakao because I wanna actually no, you know what, let's just go for Mythical Beast Jakao. I'm gonna destroy it, also gonna negate it, and now he's gonna be able to go for the Longuyan, but I'm gonna change the effect of Appaloosa, and that's pretty much gonna be game, hopefully. Yep, negating, also popping, beautiful stuff. Oh my god, this deck is so cool! I didn't even go for my fullest combo. I could have went for Endymion as well, but I just didn't have the line of play to get to that, and I still won the game regardless. Wow, this deck is beautiful. Alright, so before we head into any other place, I'm gonna start off by activating the Servant of Endymion just to get a bunch of spell counters, and I might as well also set the Endymion to the field just to get more spell counters as well. Now from here, I'm gonna be normal summoning the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy and activate the effect to search out a Spellbook card. Let's see what he does. Maybe he's gonna negate it. Okay, using Ash Blossom, that is completely fine, guys. I already have what I need in my hand. This doesn't hurt me at all. It is completely fine. Now let's go ahead and use the Spellbook of Judgment before I activate the Witchcrafter Creation here to get more spell cards going here. And I'm gonna be activating also the Witchcrafter Creation. Just search out any Witchcrafter monster, and I'm gonna go for Golem because it's just the best one to go for. It is a decent hand trap, if I should say. Okay, activating Draw and Knockbird on top of that. Well, sure, okay, fine. That's a little bit nasty, but I'm gonna hopefully be able to deal with that. Let's activate Servant of Endymion. Appear Jacko, also appear Servant of Endymion, but in defense mode. And from here, I have a couple of spell counters, but the problem is I really cannot add anything else to my hand. Dude, from here it gets really hard. I really don't have anything else. I wanted to go into Electromite or Beyond the Pendulum, but I just cannot do that anymore. So I'm probably just gonna have to go IP and pass turn. Wow, that is not what I expected, but dude, 2 interruptions is just a lot to deal with, you know? Yeah, but I'm just gonna go for IP and I'm gonna pass turn, which is still fine because I have some things going, you know? It's not that bad. The reason why I cannot use the second effect as Spellbook of Judgment, by the way, is because I cannot add the cards to my hand, and that, you know, negates the effect of it, so that's really bad for me. Okay, negating my IP, I am not gonna do anything about that because I want to keep my Jackal's effect available, and I don't want to link off into something, you know? Activating the Divine Tempo of the Snake Eye, okay, sure. So I'm gonna get a second counter for my Jackal, and I'm probably gonna go and negate something with it. So he has only 2 cards in his hand, and this is a monster effect negation, which means I'm probably gonna be able to win the game anyways. Okay, special summoning the Diabetes Star to the field, and he's gonna activate the effect of it. When he does, I'm probably just gonna go for the Mythical Beast Jackal because otherwise he's just gonna set up his field better. So I really cannot afford to do that. I just need to negate it no matter what, dude. This is the best play to go for because otherwise he's gonna get the original Sinful Spoils, and from there he's gonna be special summoning even more things. So hopefully his last card in his hand is not Ash. Please do not have Ash. Oh, come on, dude. His last card was Ash. Dude, this is so annoying. He's so lucky. Oh man, this is full combo for him now. Wow. Using the effect of the Flame Bird to set back to the field a monster. Apparently he's not gonna go for the, you know, Formula Synchron. He wants to just remove my guy, but dude, Oh, no, that was a big mistake, dude. Okay, I'm gonna return his Flameberg Dragon to the can, special summon the Golem Aru to the field, and that is gonna be my final way to counter his plays here. He didn't know that I had that effect in general. Okay, that's really good. Special summoning the Golem Aru to the field with the lovely animation, and also returning the Flameberg Dragon and negating the effect of it. Wow. Actually, no, not negating the effect of it, but, you know, just returning it. Okay, so now he's gonna use the effect of the original Sinful Spoils. Wow, tribute the Flameberg, special summon. No matter how much I limit his plays, he's still gonna set up a bunch of things, dude. I cannot do anything about that. He's still gonna get access to his link plays, possibly Promethean Princess and whatnot. Yeah, man, activating the effect of Flameberg to return 2 cards on the field. Yeah, dude, I just don't think I can win the game. He has Ash, also he has Bonifer, Omni Negate. That's just impossible. Let's see what the top deck is, but it's not gonna matter at all. Yeah, dude, this is so nasty. Literally just hand traps. He had the perfect hand in the world. This deck is just ridiculous. Alright, that was it for today, and wow, this deck is just something else. It is something really unique that I created. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. I had so much fun. It is so fun to go like +5 after setting up a bunch of negates, going through your deck like 30 cards off of just spell cards. It's just so fun and exciting, dude. I will definitely suggest to try it out. Of course, feel free to check out more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master content in the channel if you want to. Also, comment below what you think about the deck, whether you liked it or not. But for now, that was it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.